Finally, as parts of the country suffered through near-record rainfall this spring, folks out west wouldn't mind a few showers to alleviate severe drought conditions. So what's behind all of this unusual, wacky weather? Mike Seidel is a meteorologist for the Weather Channel. He's on the banks of the Chattahoochee River near Atlanta. Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning, Russ. How are you up there? Nice and wet again today.
I hear you. It's going to rain here again. You had some flooding in Atlanta a few days ago. Also, a lot of problems in West Virginia. What's the latest on the flooding down south?
Well, it has backed off. We tend to get a lot of flash flooding, which means the water comes up very quickly and drops off very quickly. With that said, right now we do have flash flood watches up again today from northern Georgia all the way up towards the New York City area, meaning the conditions are ripe. More rain is in the forecast. And, you know, you get 1 to 2 inches rain in an hour, and you'll kick in those flash floods, especially in mountainous areas where all that water runs downhill due to gravity. So we're looking for more flooding. But by the early part of next week, we think it will begin to dry out, especially in West Virginia and right up towards New York City and Boston. But another wet weekend in the Northeast already. Washington's only had 5 dry weekends this year. New York City, you've only had 8 precipitation-free weekends since the first of the year.
Boy, let's talk about some of the wet weather here in the East Coast. Any records set thus far?
Well, right now, New York City, you're at about 8 1/4 inches as of midnight last night. You're only 1.5 inches off your wettest June on record, and we still have, about 10 days for you to break that. And we've got more rain coming in between now and Sunday. In Charlotte, this time last year, they'd only had 16 inches. Today, as of right now, they've got 36 inches of rain. And in Roanoke, Virginia, they've had 2 feet of rain since May 1st. And it keeps raining.
Mike, 10 seconds left. What about those drought conditions in the West? Any break on the way?
There is a break in the heat in the short term, but it still looks dry. The fire danger is extremely high, and we expect an above-average fire season, but not as bad as last year. And the crickets, the Mormon crickets, have gone wild out there. They're just eating everything in parts of Idaho, Nevada, and Utah.
Those little crickets. Mike Seidel from the Weather Channel. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
Sure.